Welcome to Haverford High School's 108th commencement ceremony and first ever virtual ceremony. If you could please rise for the singing of the national anthem and remain standing for the singing of the alma mater. The national anthem and alma mater will be performed by the HHS combined choirs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Haverford High, thy praise we'll ever sing. Long shall thy fame in glorious accents ring. Vineyard in splendor may our banner soar, crimson and gold, triumphant evermore. Soon, all too soon, our school day joys are gone. Then with the rain and south the breaking dawn, ascends our love in loyalty to thee, and memory holds us close eternally. Students arise, shout now with wild acclaim, join in the song to alma mater's name. Let not one foe among her ranks be known. Fealty and love will ever bring us home.
My name is Andrew McGinley. I'm a class officer. Our class president represents the best traits of our class. He's optimistic, resilient, and ready for a challenge. His example and his leadership are an inspiration to his classmates. Please welcome the class president of the class of 2020, Jake Bernstein.
Hello, my name is Jake Bernstein, and I have had the pleasure to serve as the president of Haverford High School's class of 2020. When I was told I had 1 minute to explain how this graduating class is special and unique, I realized I had the easiest job in this entire graduation ceremony. To begin, let us remember our graduating year. This year is repetitive, 2020. Repetition serves as a theme of our graduating class. Our achievements never occurred in just a single time or place. In athletics, we excelled on the turf, on the grass, on the court, and on the track. We raised the Central League trophy in basketball, cross country, softball, and track and field. We medaled at the PIAA championship for swimming. We won the state championship in Huda. We won our 10th consecutive Turkey Bowl with our District 1 winning cheerleaders raising our emotions. In the classroom, 21 members of the class were named National Merit Scholarship semifinalists and commended scholars, the highest number in Haverford's history. The average SAT score for the class of 2020 surpassed every prior graduating class. We even had the best attendance record of any senior class in the months of April and May. Not a single student was marked absent. Our taste for success continued after school. We won the national championship in high Q. We received national recognition for Special Olympics. We showcased our talents in robotics. Our public radio station, WHHS, celebrated its 70th birthday. Our band, orchestra, and choir filled the void that Charlie Parker and Frank Sinatra left. Our 8 musical productions transported the audience to West 44th Street and Broadway. Simply put, the 446 graduating seniors tonight have accomplished everything under the sun. However, when our classroom doors closed abruptly in March, we could not relish these accomplishments together. We sadly missed our senior prom. We had to move this very graduation ceremony from St. Joe's University to the library. And we didn't get a chance to visit our favorite teachers during 4th block, even when we really should have been in our biology class. Though my voice can only be heard through the speakers of TVs and computers with poor Wi-Fi connection, my message can be easily heard. We and the 446 graduating seniors are proud of each other. Although our time at 200 Mill Road reaches to a conclusion, we will take with us the Haverford High School ethos to wherever our hearts take us. To end, I want to say thank you to my fellow classmates, the faculty and administration, and the extended Haverford High School family for making these past 4 years truly beautiful.
Hi, my name is Tommy Barnes. Elizabeth Jocelyn was one of my first non-elementary school friends. In 6th grade, we both became big personalities among our fellow ocelots because of our mutual obsession with the McDonald's Happy Treat toy, the Furby. That obsession blossomed into a lifelong friendship. I share this origin story as one of hundreds that could be told about Liz during her time at HHS. Each of us in the class of 2020 has memorably interacted with Liz throughout our time at Haverford. Whether being graced by her excellent musicianship within the music department, being delegated work from her position as student senate officer, being checked out by her at our local CVS, or being blessed by her work ethic when realizing you were assigned to the same group project, Liz is a triumphant leader of the class of 2020. It is with great honor and immense pleasure that I now introduce to you all the glorious class of 2020 speaker, Elizabeth Jocelyn.
Thank you. Dr. Rushi, Mr. Feinberg, members of the school board, administrators, faculty, families, community members, and of course, the class of 2020. Thank you for everything you have done to make this graduation a unique celebration for our class. I've been thinking about our school district's name. Not long ago, it was called the Haverford Township School District, but now we are the school district of Haverford Township. Some would say, what's the difference? After all, our neighboring school districts do not have township in their names. But I think the difference is an example of what makes Haverford exceptional. Our school district does not exist in isolation from this township. Tonight, we graduate not by ourselves in a huge arena, but with the support and celebration of an entire community. Our township commissioners declared today a celebratory day. This is an example of how this township supports our school district. This is Haverford. This is a community that lights up with 1,000 green light bulbs in February for our courageous classmates. This is a community that applauds our marching band as they walk down Darby Road at the Haverford Township Day Parade. This is a community whose businesses employ teenagers year-round and sponsor everything from our elementary school fundraisers to Potter Cup to the programs for our school theater productions and even the chicken for the annual Best Buddies Wing Bowl. This is Haverford. This is a community where many of our administrators, teachers, and staff live and choose to educate their own children. They are proud of and connected to this community. Likewise, our dedicated teachers will be distributing our diplomas to us, and they will be honoring us and reinforcing our sense of belonging the way they always have. This is Haverford. In a few minutes, 30 school buses will be rolling out across this township to deliver our diplomas. These are the school buses that transported us to kindergarten, field trips, athletic events, music festivals, and academic competitions. These are the school buses you see returning to the school on a Friday night in October with a victorious football team, elated cheerleaders, and exuberant band. These are the school buses in which your diplomas will arrive. This is Haverford. So although this is not the graduation we envisioned, I believe it is truer to what our school district really is. We are graduating not only from a school, but also of a community. So to my fellow classmates, Let's read the words on the side of the bus as it pulls up to our homes, and let's be proud that we have graduated from the school district of Haverford Township. Long after we graduate, the school buses will continue to roll, bringing future students to our schools and giving them the opportunities to experience what we have. Although we may never ride a school bus again, we will remember those trips, and we will remember the caring community in which we grew up. Wherever the places we'll go, we'll remember we are Haverford.
Hi, my name is June Park, and I'm a Class of 2020 officer. Out of all the Class of 2024s, I'm positive that I've been in Mr. Dunnegy's office the most, sometimes even 3 times a week. As a result, I can tell you that one truly bonds with a principal after emailing and meeting with him 24/7 about club activities. So thank you, Mr. Dunnegy, for always listening to our next crazy ideas and listening to us, the students. Mr. Dunnegy is our principal, but he's also our chief optimist, cheerleader, and parade organizer. It's my honor to introduce the principal of Haverford High School, Mr. Pete Dunnegy.
Thank you, June. Good evening, staff and students, Dr. Rushi, Mr. Feinberg, school board of directors, and the Haverford community. Don't stop believing. If you could please say it with me, don't stop believing. Teachers, staff, administrators, thank you for all you've done for the class of 2020. Wherever you are, in your living room, kitchen, out on the deck, thank you. Parents, grandparents, family members, and friends, thank you. Haverford alumni, thank you. Tonight, you welcome one of the greatest classes in Haverford history into your community. During a recent Haverford game, we were beating a team that was more talented, physically bigger, and had much better uniforms and accessories than we did. I was sitting next to a legendary Haverford Hall of Fame coach. I turned to this coach and asked, "Do you think we can keep this up?" The coach looked at me with that look a parent gives you when you ask a question you probably shouldn't have asked and said, "They don't have Haverford written on their jerseys. They don't have Haverford written on their jerseys." I knew instantly what the coach meant. The class of 2020 has taken on some powerful opponents in their school careers, especially in the last few months. And people have asked me, can they keep up? And the class of 2020 has responded. We have Haverford written on our jerseys, our band uniforms, our concert programs, our textbooks, our school buses, our stadium, and our school, and tonight on our diplomas. We can do anything at any time. It means we don't stop believing. It means we don't stop believing when you start a season 0-2 and finish as one of the greatest teams in the school's over 100-year history. They didn't stop believing. It means you have the highest SATs and career and technical education schools in the school's history because they didn't stop believing. It means a team can lose 7 games in a row before winning the first championship in the sport since 1970. They didn't stop believing. It means your cheerleading team is district champs when they have 2 of their top throwers and flyers injured and they refuse to see the trainer because they didn't stop believing. It means you have a radio station that turns 70 and is better than ever because they didn't stop believing. It means field hockey, basketball, track, cross country, ice hockey, science Olympiad, robotics were all supposed to be okay this year and exceeded expectations and made many great memories because they didn't stop believing. It means your championships are as diverse as Huda, track, Boeing business, FBLA, voter registration, concerts, turkey bowl, softball, high Q, diversity, hackathons, mental health, art and photography, and so much more because you don't stop believing. It means you know how to make your school and our best buddies a nationally recognized school by the Special Olympics because you don't stop believing. It means you can perform a play with only teachers and staff members as an audience on what became the last day of school and have it receive more awards than any other play in recent history. The cast and crew never stop believing. It means you go to a school that saw the last 3 months of school from your home and you never stop believing. Haverford on your diploma or your t-shirt means you have friends, family, and community who never stops believing in you. No one ever stopped believing in you. It means you realize the day-to-day interactions outweigh the final result, that practices meant as much as performances, that sitting next to a friend means as much as the content of a class. You know the work you put in our relationships outweighs any acknowledgments, accolades, or social media posts because you don't stop believing. You survived 9/11, you are surviving the coronavirus, and in 19 years you will survive another difficult situation. And when you are the essential workers running our country in 19 years, wearing your frayed Haverford High School Class of 2020 sweatshirt, don't stop believing. I want to thank you for all you have done and who you have become. Thank you for allowing me to be your principal, and always remember, don't stop believing.
My name is Lily Shupin. I am a class officer. Mr. Feinberg has been a member of the school board since 1999. He is a dedicated advocate for public education at the local, state, and national levels. He believes that public education is the foundation of our democracy with a mission to create informed American citizens. Please welcome the President of the Board of School Directors, Mr. Lawrence Feinberg.
Thank you, Lily. Good evening and welcome, everyone. On behalf of our Board of School Directors, I'd like to express sincere thanks to our parents, guardians, and families for choosing to entrust your children's education to our public schools. Thank you for your strong support for our students and our schools these many years, provided in so many ways that brings us to this event tonight. Thanks to Superintendent Rushi, our administrators and principals, our teachers, and all of our staff in every capacity for their sustained good work, especially during the past 3 months. And thanks to our current and former school board members who provide volunteer public service to this district and community for their steadfast focus on keeping our collective eyes on the ball, what's best for our students and how does it impact our taxpayers. Thanks to those taxpayers and our community for their unwavering support for our students and our schools. After 21 years on this board, now more than ever, I believe that public education is the foundation of our democracy and that our mission to create informed American citizens has never been more important. To our graduates, you grew up in the shadow of 9/11, of the 2008 recession, of gun violence and school shootings. Unlike your predecessors, you are immediately facing the very real consequences of climate change. On top of all of that came this COVID-19 pandemic, and now, 233 years after our founding fathers avoided dealing with slavery when they passed our Constitution, as a nation, we continue to confront the stark fact and consequences of racism and inequality. It is our hope that we have passed along the value of diversity that makes this country strong. It is our hope that we have passed along the importance of the essential values of hard work, justice, honesty, compassion, civility, respect, integrity, and dignity. It is our hope that we have encouraged, fostered, and nourished your curiosity, empathy, creativity, and imagination. It is our hope that we have prepared you to collaborate as members of a team, to think critically, solve problems, and consider other viewpoints respectfully. It is our hope that we have prepared you to be those informed American citizens, to fully participate in our democracy, and to lead the way in dealing with the many challenges that confront us. Your generation is the most educated and the most diverse that our country has ever seen. Thank you for your patience, persistence, and determination, especially during the past 3 months. This class has garnered millions in scholarships and will be attending 79 different colleges and universities in 23 different states, plus Montreal, Quebec, Dublin, and Paris. You have excelled not only at academics, but also in the arts, athletics, and countless activities. You have excelled in modeling our basis work, accepting, valuing, and encouraging others to feel included in the life and activity of our school. Carry that with you into whatever the future brings. I'd like to acknowledge any graduate who plans to serve our country in any branch of the military. Thank you for your public service. And congratulations, class of 2020. We wish you the best of luck in your future studies and in every endeavor. We will support you as you strive to advance solutions to the collective challenges that we face. In closing, I'm an old guy and I need to throw out some advice. Focus on the positive. Avoid the negativity that's flowing on social media. Turn off your phone occasionally and get outside, and make certain that you and your peers are registered to vote. And don't forget to vote. We expect great things from you. Make us Haverford proud.
My name is Adam Stuck. I'm a class officer. Dr. Maureen Rushi has been the superintendent of the school district of Haverford Township since 2015. Dr. Rushi's motto for the district is continuous improvement, a vision that challenges us to evolve from a great district to an even greater district. Please welcome the superintendent of the school district of Haverford Township, Dr. Maureen Rushi.
Good evening to the members of our board, Mr. Donaghy, colleagues, families, guests, and members of the Haverford High School class of 2020. It is my great privilege and pleasure to speak to you tonight. Graduation is always a time filled with mixed emotions, but this year has been particularly turbulent. And we are so very proud of our graduating seniors as they've made the most of the unusual note upon which this year concludes. It has been noted by many that members of the class of 2020 entered the world during the 9/11 crisis, and you're graduating during this pandemic. Two monumental events that bookend your life thus far. Truly, you are no strangers to adversity, and I am convinced that you will not allow yourselves to be defined by what has been lost, but rather by how you will respond. The class of 2020 has met this challenge with both grace and resilience. You've found ways to connect, to remain optimistic, and to persevere during an incredibly difficult time. This is true resilience. And I believe that you will carry that successfully into and even into the world, and right now seems uncertain. It's important to remember that our future leaders, the ones who will help to shape that new world, are right here among us. You, our senior class, are uniquely poised to have an incredible impact. This generation of students will become our problem solvers, our advocates, our scientists, teachers, writers, artists, builders, policymakers, and truly the generation that leads all of us forward. I've no doubt that each of you has the ability to make your own unique, positive difference as you mold and shape your own lives and eventually our world. No matter where your post-graduation plans find you, I encourage you to think about ways that you can give back. You have so much to offer, and there is so much that each of you can do. Don't ever underestimate the positive impact you can have. Over the course of your time at Haverford, you've studied the world leaders, scientists, artists, humanitarians, who have changed the course of history. It was Mahatma Gandhi who said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." And each one of you can do that, both professionally and personally. Haverford School District is a tightly knit community filled with people who care for each other. Sometimes something as simple as checking in on a neighbor or a friend can be a powerful and important act of kindness and civility. Two things our world can always use more of. You will have opportunities to make a difference, perhaps now more than ever. Your actions can help to set the stage for how our world will evolve, how we will grow, and how we treat each other. Thank you to all of the parents, family members, friends, staff, and teachers who have dedicated time, effort, care, and love to this class of 2020. Parents and guardians, without your support, and teachers, without your dedication, we would not be here this evening. And thank you, our graduating seniors. You have inspired us and with your courage and resilience. We truly cannot wait to see what incredible things you undertake next. President Feinberg, members of the Board of School Directors, it is my great pleasure to report to you that all of these members of the senior class of 2020 have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for graduation as mandated by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and stipulated by the Board of School Directors. Accordingly, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the Haverford High School class of 2020 for the awarding of diplomas.
Will the class of 2020 roll callers, Georgia Evans, Marissa Gillespie, Lauren Johns, and Grazia La Rosa, please prepare to call the official list of the class of 2020.
Anthony Aboharb, Robert Adams, Azra Ahmed, Harry Alexiadis, Daniel Allen, John Allen, Christopher Althouse, Emma Alvarez, Nasir Amenra, Farzim Anam, Danielle Anderson, Devin Apple, Shay Arnold, Gabriella Ara, Ian Ayers,
Christian Balch,
Sarah Bannon, Molly Baraldi, Bailey Baratka, Jane Barber, Thomas Barnes, Thomas Barrett, Vincent Bissetti, Ryan Bates, Jenna Beaver, Reagan Beck, Bruce Bell, Kyle Bennett, Ethan Burks, Jackson Berman, John Bernstein, Jacob Berry, Eliu Bay, Daniel Bebo, Seth Bingham, Trey Blair, Sydney Bolden, Jessica Bond, Campbell Bonner, Caroline Bornasian, Olivia Boyce, Kieran Brennan, Eliza Brooke, Timothy Brown, Michael Brown, Anaya Budd, Jahad Burgess, Justin Burgess, Caroline Burns,
Dianara Caicedo,
Michaela Kane, James Callahan, Isabella Campisi, Lucas Capaferri, William Caraballo Munoz, Brendan Carey, Evan Carfrey, Kennedy Carlin, Antonio Carasella, Harry Carpenter, Sophia Carr, Dean Carson, Tyler Cassidy,
Dominic Cellini,
John Chicano,
Serena Chung,
Lily Shupin, Mia Ciancio, Gabriela Charlante, Douglas Sinalia, Timothy Sincata, Jenna Cirillo, William Clancy, Pamela Cobal, Kayla Cobb, Allison Coffey, Christopher Coffey, James Conboy, Jason Cooper, Paige Corcoran, Colin Coyne, Liam Creeley, Ciara Crossan, Anna Cernica, Madalena Coffia, John Cunningham, Laura Cunningham, Julia Curran, Kanan Curry, Jordan Kuski, Alec D'Alessandro, Andrew Daly, Sarah Daly, Maya DeAngelis, April DeFulvio, Abigail Del Duca, Edward Del Duca, Matthew Dell,
Jacob DePietro,
Julia DeSantis, Amanda Devine, Santino de Bonaventura, Brianna DeLuigi, May Demling, Madison Dockmanian, Aaron Donahue, Michael Donnelly,
Joseph Doran,
Jacob Doherty, Connor Dowdell, Jessica Dowling, Justin Dreyer, Angelina Dubose, Brianna Duffin, Shannon Dugan,
Zachariah Duggan,
John Duhadway, Santiago Duque Baird, Salim Dwight Farabee, Naomi Eddy, Madison Eisenhuth, Omar Eldoronki, Tatiana Elliott, Tristan Ellis, Martin Emino, Samuel Estrada, Georgia Evans,
Taylor Fallow, Alexa Ferreira, William Field, Joshua Fingerhut, Hannah Fitzgerald, Carly Flynn Skelly, Grace Ford, Justin Ford, Daniela Fosco, Ryan Folk, John Fox, Ethan Frank, Avery Frankel, Angelina Frieda, Wesley Fullerton, Alyssa Fullington, Annie Gable, Caitlin Gallagher, Tara Gallagher, Selena Galloway, Amy Gannon, Allison Garber, Christopher Garland, Samuel Garrison, Isabella Gaudioso, Nicholas George, Jacob Gibson, Sean Gillard, Elizabeth Gillen, Kevin Gillespie, Marissa Gillespie, Anna Jean Giunta, Zachary Given, Anthony Glotfelty,
Willow Godfrey,
Sarah Geckel, Mateo Gonzalez, Justin Gordon, Brendan Gorman, Benjamin Gorse, Jackson Gowie, Vanessa Grandinetti, Caroline Groves, Ken Guadagnino, Noel Gadetti, Megan Gunn, Tanner Gwines, James Harbison, Andrew Harmon, Benjamin Harnwell, Christian Harper, India Hart, Victoria Harwood, Deanna Hatton, Patrick Hawthorne, Alyssa Hayes,
Elsley Hazel,
Grace Hendrick, Rachel Helfer, Reese Hemery, Megan Henry, Zane Hess, Willa Hetznecker, Lucas Hoffman, Carrison Hooks, Madison Hoover, Anijah Horton, Olha Horan, James Hunt,
Nicholas Iaquinta,
Michael Iezzi, Samuel Isle, Christopher Jackson, Brooke Jameson, Lauren Johns, Emma Johnson, Simone Jolivet, Charlotte Jolly, John Joseph, Maya Joseph, Elizabeth Jocelyn, Shannon Karcher, Owen Kappas, Caleb Cassay, Constance Katcavage, Connor Kaufman, Annabelle Kagi, Denver Kearney, Allison Kelly, Andrew Kelly,
Ilis Kent,
Nicholas Kerber,
Nevea Carr,
Melody Kurt, Owen Killoran, Dallas King, Aiden Kirkland, Brian Klee, Aaron Klein, Tyler Kleins, Kira Knapp, James Kranick, Emma Cruson, Abigail Christinger, Serena Lamberto, Grazia LaRosa, Catherine Lawler, Cara Labano, Maya LeBlanc, Philip Lee, Stella Lee, Gabrielle Leach, Justin Lidstone, Natalie Lloyd, Haley Locke, Samantha Loney, Christiana Lopez, Andrew Lord, Brittany Loring, Jean Liu, McKenna Lucy, Matthew Luke, Rachel Lee, Anna Lynch,
Lily Madonna, Luke Madonna, Billy May, Giovanna Macronitis, Natalie Mandes, William Marcuse, Claire Marsh, Aiden Mastronardo, Jordan Mazer, Nicole Mazzella, Shane McAdams, Ava McAnally, Brendan McAndrews,
Logan McCann,
Christian McCarthy, Julia McCarthy, Ryan McCarthy, Darren McClatchy, Samuel McConnell, Brianna McDermott, Kevin McDonald, Matthew McFadden, Julie McFarland, Siobhan McGee, Andrew McGinley, Kayla McLenzie, Megan McRory, Allison McKay, Carter McEwen, Fiona McMahon, Sky Meckler, Kevin Melton, Abigail Manier, Colleen Murley, Alexander Merrill, Gavin Marin, Riley Metzler,
Katrina Misick,
Christopher Milligan, Joseph Mira, David Mitchell, John Mitchell, Kiera Mitchell, Shane Mosley, Lauren Manafo, Caitlin Murphy, Connor Murray, Grace Murray, Luke Murray, Ryan Murray, Cassandra Murrin, Harry Nardi, Daniel Neely, Colin Nye, Gina No, Karen Nguyen, Katie Nguyen, Trevor Nijanjo, Avia Nubisi, Gerald O'Brien, Mary Kate O'Brien,
Eamon O'Connor,
Kayla O'Connor,
Sean O'Donnell,
John O'Leary, Aiden O'Neill, Tegan O'Neill, Mary O'Negan, Christopher Orsini, Skylar Painter, Hirsch Park, June Park, Ashley Parker, Kirsten Perry, Kathleen Perthes, Gwendolyn Pfister, Sarah Phillips, Arik Fotochak, Baidik Pocarel, Veronica Polycarpio, Lily Pollock, Roman Pompilio, Amir Price, Owen Fremon, Shayla Prince, Damon Purdy,
Shannon Quayle, Kiana Quigley, Damian Quinn, Sophia Ranieri, Dean Ranloff, Catherine Redding, Joseph Reynolds, Sean Reynolds, Grace Ritchie, Zoe Regas, Xavier Rivera, Jacob Robinson, Lozen Robinson, William Robinson, Catherine Roche, Eslina Rossetti, Jack Roth, Abigail Rowland, Dayanara Ruiz, Jake Runk, Gianna Russo, Joseph Russo, Kira Ryan, Malia Sadaf, Nicholas Sammartino, Carlos Sanchez, Steven Sanino, John Shiver, Christopher Schmid, Kira Schoniger,
Emily Scott, Damian Sight, Alexandra Semenko, Emily Sergio, Henry Shannon, Chloe Sharp, Carter Shoemaker, Haley Short, Liana Shoemaker, Victor Scheide, Andrew Simcox, Carlina Simpson, Nolan Singer, Elisa Slavich, Declan Sminky, Rory Smith, Paul Smith, Devin Snell, Jacob Soliday, Julia Spolker, Anthony St. Joseph, Aaron Stadnicki, James Stetzer, Alexa Stinger, Shannon Straub, Adam Stuck,
Hope Stilios,
Jamie Taglang, Eric Tans, Shameen Tassif, Audrey Taylor, Saran Temestian, Jaden Thomas, Lily Thompson, Logan Thompson, Jacob Timma, Courtney Tintera, Ryan Todak, Marissa Tor, Tashana Tracy, Aiden Tripler, Aubrey Tucker, Gianna Turco, Alexander Turley, Gianna Euler, David Ullman,
James Unruh, Richard Van Luvender, Jeffrey Van Sciver, Abigail Van Trieste, Costa Vasiliadis, Andrew Voley, Olivia Walker, Thomas Walker, Megan Wallace, Samantha Walsh, Davion Walters, Christian Weinstein, Caleb Weiss, Selena Weiss, Laura Wessner, Gabrielle Whalen, Jacob White, Samantha White, Emily Wick, Bella Williams, Emma Wilson, Luke Wilson, Anya Winoski, Chasen Wint, Lucas Wolf, Abigail Wright, Abigail Robleski, Liam Zoromsky, Ava Zukowski.
Congratulations to the Haverford High School class of 2020. Please turn your tassels from right to left as you are now a Haverford graduate. And at this time, feel free to throw your cap in the air as you are now graduates of Haverford High School.
Mr. Brennan and the Haverford High School Orchestra, please begin the recessional music. And Mr. Rampling and the Haverford Transportation Department, please start the buses.